The next day, Sunday, the three of us got permission to sit with the child Sophia alone, without anyone else present, although Eric and Linda did request that we tape our encounter. We agreed readily, not having any choice. Warm sunlight illuminated the earth that day, giving to the animals gathered around us the quality of a spiritual following. I had the impression that the animals heard, listened, and understood. "I want to talk to you about Eric and Linda Lampton," I said to the little girl, who sat with a book open in front of her. "You shall not interrogate me," she said. "Can't I ask you about them?" I said. "They are ill," Sophia said, "but they can't harm anyone because I override them." She looked up at me with her huge dark eyes. "Sit down." We obediently seated ourselves in front of her. "I gave you your motto," she said, "for your society. I gave you its name. Now I give you your commission. You will go out into the world, and you will tell the kerygma which I charge you with. Listen to me. I tell you in truth, in very truth, that the days of the wicked will end, and the Son of Man will sit on the judgment seat. This will come as surely as the sun itself rises. The grim king will strive and lose, despite his cunning. He loses, he lost, he will always lose. And those with him will go into the pit of darkness, and there they will linger forever. What you teach is the word of man. Man is holy, and the true God, the living God, is man himself. You will have no gods but yourselves. The days in which you believed in other gods end now. They end forever. The goal of your lives has been reached. I am here to tell you this. Do not fear. I will protect you. You are to follow one rule. You are to love one another as you love me and as I love you. For this love proceeds from the true God, which is yourselves. A time of trial and delusion and wailing lies ahead, because the grim king, the king of tears, will not surrender his power. But you will take his power from him. I grant you that authority in my name, exactly as I granted it to you once before, when that grim king ruled and destroyed and challenged the humble people of the world. The battle which you fought before has not ended, although the day of the healing sun has come. Evil does not die of its own self, because it imagines that it speaks for God. Many claim to speak for God, but there is only one God, and that God is man himself. Therefore, only those leaders who protect and shelter will live. The others will die. The oppression lifted 4 years ago, and it will for a little while return. Be patient during this time. It will be a time of trials for you, but I will be with you, and when the time of trials is over, I shall sit down on the judgment seat, and some will fall, and some will not fall, according to my will which comes to me from the Father, back to whom we all go, all of us together. I am not a god. I am a human. I am a child, the child of my Father, which is wisdom himself. You carry in you now the voice and authority of wisdom. You are, therefore, wisdom, even when you forget it. You will not forget it for long. I will be there, and I will remind you. The day of wisdom and the rule of wisdom has come. The day of power, which is the enemy of wisdom, ends. Power and wisdom are the two principles in the world. Power has had its rule, and now it goes into the darkness from which it came, and wisdom alone rules. Those who obey power will succumb as power succumbs. Those who love wisdom and follow her will thrive under the sun. Remember, I will be with you. I will be in each of you from now on. I will accompany you down into the prison if necessary. I will speak in the courts of law to defend you. My voice will be heard in the land, whatever the oppression. Do not fear. Speak out, and wisdom will guide you. Fall silent out of fear, and wisdom will depart you. But you will not feel fear, because wisdom herself is in you, and you and she are one. Formerly you were alone within yourselves. Formerly you were solitary men. Now you have a companion who never sickens or fails or dies. You are bonded to the eternal, and will shine like the healing sun itself. As you go back into the world, I will guide you from day to day, and when you die, I will notice and come to pick you up. I will carry you in my arms back to your home, out of which you came and back to which you go. You are strangers here, but you are hardly strangers to me. I have known you since the start. This has not been your world, but I will make it your world. I will change it for you. Fear not. What assails you will perish, and you will thrive. These are things which shall be, because I speak with the authority given me by my Father. You are the true God, and you will prevail. There was silence then. Sophia had ceased speaking to us. "What are you reading?" Kevin said, pointing to the book. The girl said, "Sefer Yezi'rah. I will read to you. Listen." She set the book down, closing it. "God has also set the one over against the other, the good against the evil, and the evil against the good. The good proceeds from the good, and the evil from the evil. The good purifies the bad, and the bad the good. The good is preserved for the good, and the evil for the bad ones." Sophia paused a moment, and then said, "This means that good will make evil into what evil does not wish to be, but evil will not be able to make good into what good does not wish to be. Evil serves good despite its cunning." Then she said nothing. She sat silently with her animals and with us. "Could you tell us about your parents?" I said. "I mean, if we are to know what to do." Sophia said, "Go wherever I send you, and you will know what to do. There is no place where I am not. When you leave here, you will not see me, but later you will see me again. You will not see me, but I will always see you. I am mindful of you continually. So I am with you, whether you know it or not. But I say to you, know that I accompany you, even down into the prison if the tyrant puts you there. There is no more. Go back home, and I will instruct you as the time requires." She smiled at us. "You're how old?" I said. "I am 2 years old." "And you're reading that book," Kevin said. Sophia said, "I tell you in truth, in very truth, none of you will forget me. And I tell you that all of you will see me again. You did not choose me. I chose you. I called you here. I sent for you 4 years ago." "Okay," I said. That placed her call at 1974. "If the Lambtons ask you what I said, say that we talked about the commune to be built," Sophia said. "Do not tell them that I sent you away from them, but you are to go away from them. This is your answer. You will have nothing further to do with them." Kevin pointed to the tape recorder, its drums turning. "What they will hear on it," Sophia said, "when they play it back, will be only the Sefer Yezi'rah, nothing more." Wow, I thought. I believed her. "I will not fail you," Sophia repeated, smiling at the three of us. I believed that, too. As the three of us walked back to the house, Kevin said, "Was all that just quotations from the Bible?" "No," I said. "No," David agreed. "There was something new. That part about us being our own gods now, that the time had come where we no longer had to believe in any deity other than ourselves." "What a beautiful child," I said, thinking to myself how much she reminded me of my own son, Christopher. "We're very lucky," David said huskily, "to have met her." Turning to me, he said, "She'll be with us. She said so. I believe it. She'll be inside us. We won't be alone. I never realized it before, but we are alone. Everybody is alone. Has been alone, I mean, up until now. She's going to spread out all over the world, isn't she? Into everyone, eventually. Starting with us." "The Ripodon Society," I said, "has 4 members. Sophia and the 3 of us." "That's still not very many," Kevin said. "The mustard seed," I said, "that grows into a tree so large that birds can roost in it."